let's turn on our voices and we can switch over to talking. We can say hello to all the beautiful people out there.
I can see you.
Yay! We had some audio issues, so we started a little late, but we are good to go now. So, how are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right.
All right, as well. What all have you been up to since last time we did stream?
Just working and went to the family picnic on Saturday, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I haven't been doing too much either. Working on a couple of projects and trying to get a new streaming project set up with a friend of mine. We're gonna play Project Zomboid, which has been pretty fun. Try and do that on stream instead of just playing around. So hopefully I can eventually build this channel into something more than just sort of a hobby, I guess. I'm not sure how else to describe that, but all right. Anything else before we get started?
Nope.
All right, then let's go ahead and get started here. And for our first puzzle today, we have Sudoku by Catman Doku. And I believe that this one is from a pair of puzzles that was featured on the Cracking the Cryptic channel for both Mark and Simon. I think Mark was the one who solved it, so I would highly recommend the channel Cracking the Cryptic. That's where I've been getting all of the puzzles that we've been solving. So hopefully, hopefully that isn't content theft, because we're not doing the exact same thing. We're just solving similar puzzles. It's the same puzzles, but we like playing the same game. But anyway, Sudoku by Katmandoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in a circle must appear in one of the surrounding 4 cells. Cells separated by an X sum to 10. Digits on the peach line alternate between low 1, 2, 3, and 4 and high 6, 7, 8, 9. Adjacent digits on a green line have a difference of at least 5. Adjacent digits on an orange line differ by at least 4. And the pink line contains a set of consecutive, non-repeating digits in any order. So, let's see
the 2 unmarked ones in there fall into 1, 2, 8, 9.
Well, we've actually got 3, yeah. But it'd be 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. And we know that in this region, we don't have 1 or 9. 2, 3, 7, 8. And actually, 2, 3, 7, 8 comes off of those. So this is 1 and 9. Which means that this has to be 2 or 8. Because it can't be a 3 without putting 2 on the Renban. And it can't be a 7 without putting an 8 on the Renban. So, and we know what the remaining digits are. 5, 6, and 4.
Now, the 2 and 3 are accounted for in boxes 7 and 9, so they're on the top row there of box 8.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 is going to be on the top row of box 7.
well, up here with the German whisper, I guess, here, let me finish this last quadruple, but up here on the German whisper line, up here, we've got, so these 4 digits have to be 1, 4, 6, and 7. German whisper lines, the digits have to be separated by at least 5, or have a difference of at least 5, which means 4 and 6 are the most restrictive, and they cannot go in a place where they would have 2 neighbors, because 4 plus 5 is 9, 6 minus 5 is 1, so we got a 1-7 pair here. We don't want to have duplicates of their...
And the one on the left has to be 6, because it goes to 1.
Correct. And that's going to place it 2 next to the 7. And then we've got, well, 8 or 9 here and here. And a 3, 4,
3
no.
and 5.
Right. That takes 3 off of here. 2, 6. This one's not a 6. Not a 7.
The peach line alternates between low and high. It does not contain 5 on it.
And we've got a 6-9 pair from that. And these two have to be 7, 8. And that takes 6, 9 out of these two, which takes 4 out of there. 6, 9 is going to 8.
The top row can't have 3 on box 1 because the 3, 5 pair in box 3.
Uh-oh.
Now, how did 3, 4 get put there? Oh,
I put the high digits in the wrong spot. So low, 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 low. Okay, so I messed up this box entirely. So let's go back to where I did that, because I hope no decisions were made from there. This one's a high digit, 7, 8. This one's a high digit, 7, 8. This is 8, 7. These are all low digits, 1, 3, 4, not 2, and this one's not 4. So 8, 5.
And the top still can't have the 3 in it.
And then the 4, 6, 9. Okay.
Row 2 needs a 5.
This is 8 or 9. This one is, well, 8 or 9. Oh, it can't be 8 or 9. It's 6 and 9. This is 8, but this is actually a 2. But you said 1, 7, and
An 8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 9. 3, 8, 1, and 6. 3, 8's going to place this up here. Takes the 5s out, and we've got left a 7, I think. And a
5.
7's out here, so placed there. That's out. These are not 1s. These are not 2s. This one's not a 3. That one's not a 3. That one's not a 3.
Yeah. And the other side of the X there
Has to be low.
2, 4, 6.
6. 2, 4, 6. Because 2. Okay. And then it can't be a 2 because the 2 above it, which takes the 8 out here. 4, 6 pair of places in 8.
Well, that puts both. 8. Oh, no. Never mind.
6, 8, 1, 7, 9, 6, 8, not 6s. And since 6 has to be here, this is 1 and 6, not a 1, not a 1.
Row 9 has 5, 7, 9 left in the blank spots. And there's a 4, 6 pair in row 9. Or in box 8, either one.
This is 2, 3, or 4, but it can't be a 4 because of the 4, 6, so that places these. 8, 3. This isn't a 2, so those aren't 9s. 6, 9 pair places 2, 1. 5, 9 pair places 6, 9, 6, 9.
Box 9 has a 4, 6 pair.
Places the 5. This 5, 9 places a 7 here. 5 and 9 doesn't do anything else.
Well, the box 7, the 2 can't go to 4 or to 5 because it has to differ by at least 4, right? Orange
Yes.
line? Yeah, at least 4.
And so we can't put an 8 and a 6
1,
together.
4, and 8.
I can't put a 4 and a 6 together. So that should finish that set. Oh,
Row 7 needs a 7 and a
8.
5.
What's left over in this box?
4 and 9.
Alright. And then let's finish this one. I don't see a 2.
2, 4, and 9.
And then here
3.
we need a 3.
8. 7.
1, 2, 3. 1.
4. 5.
Yeah. That one was a speedy puzzle. Liked. And part 2. Saimoku by Catman Doku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Adjacent digits on an orange line differ by at least 4. Adjacent digits on a green line differ by at least 5. The pink line contains a consecutive, non-repeating set of digits in any order. Adjacent digits on a peach line alternate between low and high, and digits in cages summed to the number in the top left corner. Digits on a thermometer increase from the bulb end, and digits in gray squares are even. Digits in gray circles are odd. So mostly the same rules, just got a few extra ones with cages and thermometers and gray squares and circles. Orange line here's got to be a 1, 9 on opposite sides of the 5. This has to be 1 or 9 inside of the red band, which is going to pair with the other of 1 and 9. 3 plus 4 is... Oh, excuse me. Peach lines are high-low. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. This one's low, this one's low, and this one will end up being low, 1, 2, and 4. 6, 7, 8, 9. Which we don't have a 9 in the middle because of the 1, 9 pair over here in box 7. So we have 5, 9 going up, down. Two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Are even, right?
Say again.
Gray squares are even, right?
Yes, because circles are odd for O, and squares have even sides. 2, 4, 6, 8. We don't have an 8 inside of a 3-cell 6, or 3-cell 9.
And the circle there in box 2 says 1, 3, 1, 5, and 9, so that's 3 or 7.
One of these two is 5, and the other is either high or low.
Okay, well, 15 and 12 leaves the center column there for of column 5. Those sum to 18.
Mm.
So the other two are going to sum to 13.
One thing we know is that these 4 corners are all the same, and the 5 has to pair with a 3 to make 8. So these have to all be our low digits. where we don't have 3 here. So this has to be 5 with 6, 7 as its other possibility. You can't put a 4 inside of an 8. And then this has to be 6, 7, 8, 9, where we know 8 and 9 are here, so this isn't an 8 on the left side. And you said it was 18 here, so the 8 and 9 are out because 5, 6, 7 is 18.
18.
So
now, the centered can't be 6.
Right.
So the diagonals there, 5 goes with 3 and 6 goes with 2. No. You did that wrong.
I sure did. But this has to be the 2. This has to be 1. So we've got 6, 5, 4, 9, 8. Okay, can I put a 9 inside of the 12? Yes, and I can do that inside of the 15 as well. This would be 9, 2, 4, and 9, 1, 2. And 8 would be... And you would need 7, so that would be 3, 4. And 8 here would need 4, so that would have to be 1, 3. So we have 1, 3, 8, or 1, 2, 9. But we know there's a 1 in here. And we have 9 with 2 and 4, or 8 with 3 and 4, but we know there's a 4 in here. Oh, but the 8 here takes the 8 out of that one. But that's still just 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But the other here has to be the 1 or the 8, or the 1 and the 9. Oh, 9 is out of this one. Oh, well, 1, 9 means this isn't 1 and 4. So this is 2 and 3, so that's a 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2
and the 2, 3,
out this one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't provide us as much information as this one did. Trying to decide whether or not it's worth it to place stuff here. Oh, 5 and 9. Oh, where's a 1 in this box? It's not in the top, and because of the 1-9 pair here, it's not in the middle. We had to place the 1 down here in the 12, so it's not in the 15, and this one says it's not on the left. So this is 1 here.
Row 2 is left with 4, 6, and 8.
This one's not a 4, because the 4 had to be in here, and of course this one down here. The largest digit inside of this 12 is a 6. I don't know if that's useful or not. Because, I mean, the 9 also has the largest digit being a 6.
Right. But
And
5
regardless of
and
what
6 can
happens,
both go in the 12, leaving 2, 3, 4 for the 9. So
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
The orange line differ by at least 4.
Which means that whatever this one is, let's say it was red, this one would be blue, and we would end up with a pattern like this. And we know that the 6 can be paired with 1 and 2. And a 4, 8, and 9. But I think there's enough wiggle room that it's not enough information. Yeah. We do have a 1, 9 pair here, though.
I was just going to point that out. Which does not guarantee that that's a 1 in the middle of the 12.
Yeah, because it would have to be 2, 4, and 6. And then that leaves 1, 3, and 5. You can't put a 2, 4, 6 in the 12 because that would break the even digit over here.
Oh, right.
And I don't think there's another way to do it without a 1 because
right, because
we don't
with 6 it's either 1, 5, 6 or 2, 4, 6.
3, 4, and 5.
Well, no, with
1,
a
2,
6
and 6
in there.
Yeah. But just simply saying if it wasn't a 1, we know it can't be 2, 4, and 6. But it can be 1, 5, 6. Well, if it's not a 1, it's 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. It can't be 2, 4, 6. But what that does mean is we do have to have a 5.
Right.
So that actually places a 5 here. And means we can't have the 5 over here. But that means we have to have
and
a 2.
Has to be. Right, so the 2 comes out from the other side.
But that didn't affect our possibilities over here.
Well, that center digit now has to be a 1 or a 3.
Right. Because this is 7.
Right. And so is the other side. So it's going to be 2 with either 3, 4 or 1, 6.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish row 8. 1, 9, 6, 7, and 8 are all out. This one isn't 2 or 4, and this one isn't 3. Three, 5, and 4. Not a 1 or a 9. This one's not 1 or 9. One, 2, and 6. This one doesn't have 5 in it. This one's not a 3. 9's out. 5 and 9 is out. So what are we missing here? I mean, I guess the most promising one is the Dutch Whisper line in box 1. Because we've got 2 possibilities. We've got 2, 3, and 4 here. Where this one couldn't be a 4. Because it would have to be surrounded by 8 and 9, but we know 9 is here.
Right.
Which would make this 6, 7, 8. But the 6
It can't be 6
here.
on, or it would have to be 8 on top, because the 4 has to be on the top.
Right. And because the 6 would have to be down here, this would have to be a 2.
Right.
But even if we flip it, that's going to still force a 2, 8 here. So we take 8 out of here and 2 out of there. Darn, I thought that revelation was going to teach us something. So what are we missing? We're missing something. And that something is...
Well, if you look at box 4, The 8 has to be on the top row. Why did it come out of the bottom row? There's no 8 possible in box or in row 6?
I probably just messed up
How did we lose 8?
3, 5, and 4. This one here is not 1 or 9. This one is not 2 or 8. This one is not 1 or 9. Did I mess up row 4? 1, 2, 6. We don't have a 5 here. This one isn't a 9. This one's not a 3, and this isn't 5 or 9. I think I just missed it. We don't have 8 here. I guess what we need to do is start filling in more things. Because what's left over in box 2? 1 and 7 and 4 are all removed because they're placed within the box. This isn't 3 or 8. This isn't 2 or 9. What's left over in column 4? 7, 1, 8, and 3 are all removed. But that's not enough digits. 7, 1, 8, 3. Here we go. Missed something. So we've got 4 over here. Column 6, 1, 2, 9, and 4 are all removed, and 3 from the bottom of it. What's left over here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we need to start picking out specific digits and finding where they go in other boxes.
Yeah.
Because this Renban's completely unrestricted. I mean, I might as well fill it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we know that 2, 5, and 8 are all removed. 3 off of the bottom row, and 5 from the right side. But otherwise, like, the Renban's not interesting in how it restricts itself. I'm not even certain, like, how we can make impacts. I don't know. The 1 and 9 here, might be relevant. So that's blue, which means this is red, this one's blue. No. I don't remove the color from there. What's missing?
All right, if we look at box 2.
Yeah.
If the center is 8, then we know it's 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 6 to the right. Above the 6 would be, let's see, 3 goes away, 6 goes, that would be a 5. And a 2, 9 pair on the left. I know we've just made this which coming down column 6 makes that the 3, 5 down in box 8 becomes a 3.
You said this
Superscript would
one?
be 3.
Okay. And then
Yeah,
not
superscript.
superscript is a 5. But that means this isn't 3 or 5, this isn't 5. And 6, 7, 8. Superscript's not a 6. Center script isn't a 7. Or excuse me, isn't an 8.
Right. And so the center row of box, that 2, 3 becomes 2 in superscript. Becomes 1, 9.
And we've got 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. 5 and 6 is out. 5 would be out. Then superscript 2 and 9 would be out. 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2, 4, 9. So we're getting somewhere. This one is a 6 or it's a 4. Ah. Okay, superscript doesn't work anywhere. And the reason for that is these two. Because in this 15, I have an 8 in the center with a 3, 4 pair top and bottom. However,
right.
in box
so a
1...
3 or a 4, it has to have a 3 or a 4. Or the top is either both 3, 4, or bottom is both 3, 4.
Correct. And that's going to
So
cancel or break.
Will break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can take out our superscripts and we can place everything that is placed here. And so this isn't 3, 4, so actually our blue digits are red digits. 9, 1, 2, 8, 9, 2. Take out the coloring here, and I can actually take out the coloring there too. It's not that useful. And I can take 4 out of here, so that places a 7 and a 5, 9. That's out, so that's 6, that's 5, 7, 6, 6, 7, 1, 9, 3, 5, 9, 9, 1. And then what's left over that still needs something? Well, I got us some progress, but not enough. I half expected that to be the whole puzzle, but I just see the 4s here in boxes 3 and 9 aligned, so we have to have 4s here in the middle. So that's not a 4, but anywhere else there's a 4 is out. And this 9 does not have to have a 4. One, 2. No, I can't reach a quad, I don't think. Or a triple or something. But I was going to have to get a quad based on where I was going with that.
All right. In box 6, the 9 cage.
Yeah.
The center, if the center's 2, then it's 1 and 6.
The center can't be a 2. Or wait, no, it can't. Never mind.
It can be 1 and 6.
Yeah.
It can't be if it's 4, it has to sum to 5.
Yeah.
2, 3.
2, 3.
Oh yeah, that'd be 2, 3, 4, and 1, 5, 6.
Yeah.
6, 1, 2. Okay.
So this can still be a 1.
I was saying that I was thinking one of them didn't work, but it did.
Yeah. This one's so much harder than the other one. Well, I don't know if it's harder, but it's been harder to see the things. The links. The logic chain, or however we want to express the idea there.
Right.
Maybe we just do the same thing as we did over on this side. Because if this is a 4, then this would end up being a 3.
And go up 1 would become a 7. The one over right one, that's an 8. To the left top corner is a 9. Two, 6. 1, 2, 6.
So this ends up being a 1.
Yeah.
And
I think. Yeah, because 7, 8 come out, and or 7, 8, 9 comes out, which makes the 2, 6, and the 2, 6 makes that a 1.
Yeah. And then, okay, so 1 and 6 makes this a 7. Takes a 7 out from all the things. 6 out from things.
Well, and the 2 also comes out. They're on the bottom row. Oh, no, it doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, it
I was
has to be
looking at
on the
something
bottom
wrong.
row. Yeah, we just have 1, 6, and 7. Although superscript, that's 3 and 4. Whereas these are still 6, 7. But non-superscript would be 6, 7.
All right. Column 1, the superscripts in box 4. Okay, look at the bottom 2. You've got a 4, and then it's a 2 or a 6. Well, there's a 2, 4 below it. So that would become a 2, making a 6.
And then, so this would
5,
end up
8,
being
it
4.
would be what's left in column 1
5, 8.
for superscript. 1, 2, 6. 3 and 7 would be superscript on the right there.
Six, 7, 2, 9, 1, 8, and then non-superscript, we've got 6 out, 7's out over here. Six is out over here. Oh wait, hold on. Our top suddenly became the same.
It's 7 or interesting.
Because if this is a 6, then that's a 7. But if this is a 4, this one becomes a 6. Because this
Making
one was
that
a
a
2.
7.
Okay. I'm not sure how we could have seen that
I don't know,
without
but
doing the superscripts stuff. Those can't be 7s. Because there's still a lot going on in non-superscript
right.
digits. I guess I want to place over here. This is a 1 or a 2. This is 2, 4, or 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. And we know in superscript that 3 and 4 come out. And in non-superscript, 1 and 6 come out. So it ends up looking like this. 2, 4. That one's not a 2. Three, 4, 8. Not a 3 or a 4. 2, 6, 8. But 2 and 6 would come out. And 2 is out. But 8 has to be one of these two, so 8 comes out of everything else. But 8 has to be one of these two, so this is a 6 and 8. And now it has to be the superscript, because this is a 2. It has to be the superscript, because this one doesn't work, I think. Yeah, now this has to be 8 either way, which means it's not this one. So this is 3 or 4, so that's the regular script. No, it's the superscript. 4, 3, 1, 2, 8, 7, 9, 6, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 1, 6, 3, 2, 4, 5, 3, 7, 9. Not a 1, not a 2. That's a 2. Not a 6. 2, 4, 9, 2, 7, 6, 5, 9, 9, 5, 7, 9, 8, 7. That
1,
looks like
4
it's a
pair
3.
in column 7.
5, 1, 8, 1, and 4, and that is up there. Alright, that one was harder, I think. Especially with the logic over on this side.
Yeah.
The 3-4 pair stuff I don't think was as bad. But I think this one over here was logic that I don't like as much. I think it's harder to see because of what this can be.
Yeah.
And then some similar logic over here that is really hard to see.
Yeah, if we hadn't gone to superscript, I don't think we'd have gotten done yet.
Mm-hmm. Alright, then we'll try and follow both paths with the following. And I see there is a ZZZ who's commented, "Heyo, y'all are way too smart for me, but I enjoy watching, so I appreciate you watching, ZZZ."
Well, thank you.
And let's go ahead and... Or did you have anything else to say about this one before we're moving on?
No.
Alright. Then, third puzzle for today. Unknown Little Killers by G.B. Pack. Place the digits 1 through 6 in each row, column, and region. Digits do not repeat in a row, column, or region. Digits along indicated diagonals sum to the number given. A question mark represents a single digit from 0 to 9, and the digit represented may be different for different question mark clues. The leading digit of a 2-digit clue may not be 0. So we've got a 2-digit clue over here. Everything else is single digit. And this is 1 through 6.
Well, that top left, or that left-hand figure, the little piece that juts out we know is the same as what's on the bottom.
Right.
And we can do the same thing with the piece that juts out along on that bottom one.
And rows 1 and 2. And then here. Well, there's the one that you said, and then we've also got this one here.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to that one yet, but you got it, so.
And then this one here, I think this has to be a 5 or a 6. I guess it could be a 4. You could do a 4-6 pair for 10.
Right.
Now, this whole diagonal is a single digit. So, the largest digit on it is a 4. Because that would be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. Which is less restrictive than I wish it was.
Blue on that diagonal are in the same figure. So that's minimum 3.
Yeah. And actually, we know that red, blue, and green are all different.
Right.
Because red and blue see each other, and red and blue both see green. And if they're all different, that means their minimum sum is 6. Which means that these two have to be a 1 or a 2. And it actually means that green and the 4 comes out because the 4 only worked if everything else was 1, which means we would have
Green
multiple.
Can't be 3, because if green is 3, that's 6.
Plus minimum 4, which is 10.
4, yeah.
So we've got 6.
And if green is 2, then blue and red have to be 1 and 3. So there's 4 and 8. Then you'd have to get 1. So green is 1. 5, 6, 7. And the other 2 left are both 1.
Right, in order to stay a single digit. Because
Right.
7, 8, 9.
So those 2 ones are now green. So where is green in figure 2, if we call that one figure 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. Okay, there's all 6 green. All 6 ones.
Yeah, leave the green in there.
All right, where does blue go in the figure that's on the right-hand side? Well, it can't go down, and it can't be beside it, so... And...
yeah, red's not very useful. Where's blue in this figure? Not there or there or there, so here's where it is, and this is the... oops. Not quite the last place it could be, but it can't be here. So this is where it does have to be.
Yeah.
Now, red is still one of these 2, one of those 2, one of these 3, and just somewhere up here. But what about this digit? Where is it in this box? Well, it's not 1 or blue, so those are the same.
And it's not red.
Exactly. And now, where is orange in this figure? It's not 1 or blue, and it's not here or there.
Where is it in the bottom one? Sudoku. And on the one that's the rectangular, one of those is red.
Oh, so now where is red in here? It has to be this one now.
So we can place the red across the top.
And we can take 4 out of orange, because if this was double 4s, it would be 8, which
Right.
isn't 2 digits. This has to be a single digit, and we don't have a 1, so it has to be 2, 3. Well, it doesn't have to be 2, 3, 4.
Well, it can't be a 6
This is
because
red.
it can't have a 1 in it.
But yeah, so 5 and a pair of 2s.
Which leaves 4 and 6.
Yeah. And let's start with...
And the little killer that's at the bottom that goes up to the right, it can't be a pair of... It can't have a 6 in it, so it's a pair of 4s.
6, 4, 6, 6, 4, 4, 6, 4, and 6, and that is it. It was a good little puzzle.
Yeah.
This one's from a pair of puzzles that was also done. This one's from 1UP. So there's also, if I can go grab the link from the video. So these next 2 puzzles, I think, are from this website, 1uppuzzle.com. I've not done this before, so I don't know how it goes, but these 2 puzzles were on the Cracking the Cryptic channel, which is where I get all of the Sudoku puzzles we've been solving. So this is 1UP 9x9 by Rodolfo, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, Kirchan. In each across and down segment of length n, place the digits 1 to n once each, and bars divide segments. So, like, this would have to be 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
This one's 1, 2, 3. This is 1 and 2 here. This is 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you've already got a 1. You can't duplicate the 3 in this 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have duplicated 3. So this is a 2 that comes out. That's 3. This is 1, 2, 4, and 5.
The penultimate column, the top part of it, the 3 comes out of the... Yeah.
Right.
And the middle row...
Got another 1, 2, 3 on the left side. 3 out of this column.
The row of 1, 2, 3. I guess it'd be row 4 starts with a 1, 2.
Right. Which gives us a pair here. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got a 3 there. This can't have a 4 in it. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not a 1 there, because the 1 here.
Column 2. That bottom one can't be a 1 or a 2, so that's a 4.
Makes it 4.
And so the last 2 in column 2 are 5 and 7.
1, 2, 3 going here, and this 3 takes the 3 out. 1, 2 pair makes that a 3, takes the 3 out. Oh, this is just 1 and 2, so not a 4.
Row 6 is 9 long.
And it can't be in either of these. There's already a 9 here. This is too short to be 9 because it's 9
Right.
tall.
And the next two going left are both too short, so there's a 9 there.
7 and 8 need to be in this column. We've got a 1-2 pair, so the 1 and 2 comes out. 3 and 5 are now placed. 1 and 2 places a 3. 5 and 3 are removed from this group. But this is 9 wide minus 2, so it's only 7 across. So this is an 8 and a 7.
No. You did that
Oops,
backwards.
you're right. Takes the 5 out of here, 7 there. This is 7 wide. 6 and 3, 1's out of this one. I was about to say this 1-2 takes it out of these 3, but that's not how this works at all.
No. But
this is only...
Go
ahead.
Where the cursor had been below that 3, that row has that column has a 3 in it now, so going down there's one that's got a, yeah.
This group's only 1, 2, and 3, so 4, 5, and 7 comes out of this one. 1, 2 there, places a 3 here. Takes a 3 out, 1, 2 pair. It's left over in this row, 7, 9, 3, 1, 2 pair. This isn't tall enough for an 8, neither is this one. So we've got our 8 here.
Going left, that one more. There's only 4 in that little, so that's a 4.
5 and 6, 4 and 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, and 5. This isn't a 1. This is 7 tall. 6 and 3 are already in it.
The row that was in has a 1. The row, the top one, sorry, has a 1, 2, 4 in it.
So this must be a 5 and a 7. But it's only 5 high, so that's a 5, that's a 7. This isn't a 5, that one's not a 7.
Go left 1 below the 5, that's not a 7.
Right, so this one's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course the 5 I just placed is already done. This is a 1, 2, which pairs with this. So 1, 2, and 1, so 4, 3, 6 is left over. 3 comes out of this one. This is only 1, 2, and 3. That's not a 1. This can't be a 4 then, so that's a 3. 1, 2 pair places a 4, takes it out of the rest. This is a 2 now, because there's a 3 that was right next to it. 4, 5, not a 4, 1, 2, takes out 1, 2 there and there. 5, 7. This 5 removes this, or makes this a 4, which takes the 4 out of this. 1, 2 places a 4, a 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Row 8.
1, 2. 2, 1, 2, row 8. 2.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. There we go. Alright. And I think this one was from the previous puzzle, but ZZZ said, "Y'all are quick." That would have taken me hours. It is a lot of practice. We've been streaming these for a while. but I found this channel, the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm pushed one of their videos to me. I think while I was still at Indiana State University, so that would have been. It was during the lockdowns. I think it was before I graduated.
Well, and you were living here when we started working them together.
Right. And so we've been solving these types of puzzles for a number of years, and then before we were doing these types of variant Sudokus and other similar, because this isn't Sudoku, it's a different type of logic puzzle, but it's along the same lines. We've been doing those types of puzzles on the website Brain Bashers, which still has daily puzzles. For years. I mean, I was probably.
You were in elementary school when we started doing Brain Bashers.
Yeah.
And, you know,
we weren't like, we didn't do it like regularly, but we did it often enough. And then there were like brief stints here and there where we would do them daily for a while. Maybe not necessarily like together, but we would still like solve the puzzles on a daily basis.
and I used to get the Dell and Penny Press math puzzles and logic puzzles books.
Yeah.
And I mean, back a long time ago, before I even heard of Sudoku, they had a puzzle called Number Place, which was Sudoku, but it was just called Number Place. But it was the exact same thing.
Interesting.
So I've been doing them since, I mean, basic Sudokus, probably since I was still in elementary school. And I'm going to be 60. So, so 50 years ago, yes, I've been doing these type of thing for almost 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of practice. It's just I guess
still Mark and Simon when we started doing the ones on cracking the cryptic, I started, it's like, how? How? So yeah.
Yeah, they've got so many. We've learned so much since we started doing these puzzles. Like the set theory stuff, which still I feel a little shaky on if it's not like the Fistamafel ring or some of the other ones. Some of those puzzles are a lot easier to see the set theory on. There's the certain things with the arrows and like the anti-knight, anti-king puzzles, the way those interact, and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of these puzzles are just, they're super difficult at like first glance, but then you learn a few tricks here and there, and you can do them a lot easier once you know a few tricks.
I know when I suggest cracking the cryptic to people, the first one that I did by myself, without, was the Miracle Sudoku, which was just, I think it started with 2 digits, and it was just the anti-knight.
Yeah.
And I really liked that one, and that kind of got me hooked on them.
Yeah, there was a while when I was first watching the channel where I was just like, this is kind of interesting. I'll just sort of listen to them solve these puzzles. And then I was like, wait, I can do these. I'm smart. And then like, I would tackle a few of them, and they would take me so long, and I'm like, wait, I don't know what I'm doing at all. And so I'd like listen to the video for a little bit.
Yeah, just enough to
before.
give me a jumping point of like, okay, I don't have anything here. Okay, I can understand that. Pause the video and go back to working on it again.
Yeah, and try my best to like pause before they like fully give the answer. Like try and listen to the
Make
logic
sure
that
I'm
they're talking about.
understanding.
Yeah, and come to the same conclusion that they do. Um, and um, yeah, and then there's still a few puzzles here and there where we've been like, I don't want to say fully stumped. There was a couple of puzzles that we did where we went back and watched the video, and I regretted having done so. But there were still a few puzzles here and there where we're like, I have no idea how we're supposed to proceed here. And we went back and listened to the video, and the logic that they went through made a lot of sense, of course, because it's a logic puzzle. And uh, reminded us of stuff or things, and we solved the puzzles once we had that little hint. But yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
A couple times just for a break-in because we just weren't seeing anything.
mhm,
Of course, there was that one time that we had the break-in that was totally different from what Simon had, and
yeah.
he didn't even get to that until later. It's like, wow, that was just it just kind of popped out at me.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
sometimes
not
there's more than one way in.
exactly. So they're a lot of the puzzles. There's like one way of going about it, but because these are all hand set. All of the puzzles that are featured on their channel they're all hand set. They're all handcrafted. They're not generated in any way. So there's a deliberate method to the way they're set. And I think it would be really interesting to start setting some puzzles, but I don't know if I have the time, or rather, I don't know whether or not I want to dedicate the time to doing that. Because I mean, uh, it's a lot of trial and error, a little bit in setting the puzzles. There's obviously some logic to the way that you sort of start a puzzle, and then just sort of turn that into setting the puzzle. I don't know. We've watched a couple of setting videos that they've featured on their channel. But yeah, so if you are interested in learning more about like these types of puzzles, I highly recommend Cracking the Cryptic. I will, I guess, post a link to their channel in the description. Because I edit the descriptions there after every one of the live streams to put in the links to the puzzles themselves. So if people watch this later, they can take a crack at the puzzles before listening to us solve them. But we solve them live, mostly because it's fun, and just sort of because I'm wanting to get into streaming more and all that. So it's good to have it to keep. But other than that, anything else before we hop into the next puzzle?
Nope, I think we've covered pretty much all of it.
All right, then. So this was the other one from sort of paired, so we're going to do a similar puzzle. 1UP 10 by 10 by Rodolfo Kirchan. In each across and down segment of length n, place the digits 1 to n once each. Bars divide segments. Use 0 in this puzzle as a digit to replace 10. Okay,
Well,
well,
row 9 has a 1, 2.
mhm.
Column 1 has 2 1 2 3s.
And there's a 1 here and here, so that's a 1 there. This 1 takes that out, and this can't be a 3, so this is a 1 2 pair.
Oh, row 1 2 3 4. Row 5 has a 1 3 in it, in that segment.
That places 2, which then fixes the rest of this group. Where are our
5 there?
10s?
I was going to say row 5 there is a 1 through 7. So those are 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah.
Where are our 10s? Got 1.
Row 3.
2.
And yeah, it looks like all of them.
So that places a 0 here. 1 2 3. This 3 from over there takes the 3 out. This is 1 2 3, and so is this one. Oops, doesn't have anything in it. That's not a 2. This one's not a 1. 5. Not 1, not 5.
Top of column 6 doesn't have a 3 in it because there's a 3 in the column.
1 2 there.
Column 4, the top segment is 6 long, so the 7 comes out.
This one isn't a 3 because of that. Or a 5 because it's from over here. This 3
row
takes
6,
that 3 and
yeah,
1.
and the 1.
And then we've got 2, 3, and 4 left from the rest of the column. And this is 8 minus 2 is 6.
7. Row 7, the first segment, is 5 long.
And none of these can be, none of those can be 5s. That's a 5 here. This is 6 long, so 2, 4, 5, 6. This one, not a 5 because it's right above 1, and not a 2 because it's below 1. Below a 2.
Yeah, that column going up, there's a couple 5s that can come out. Column 3.
This is 6 wide. This can't be a 5.
Column
Not
7.
a 3.
No, column 8. That one. There's a 1, 2, 3.
This is 1, 3, so 1, 2, 3 out of the bottom. This should be 1 through 7, I think. 3 is out, and 1 and 2 is out of the top one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
but we've got 1 through 8
7,
going
sorry.
across. Not a 5. This one's not a 5 either. This one is only 5 high, so 6, 7, 8 is out. Not a 5 here, or a 3. This one's 8 high, but...
Alright, row 3 has 10. The 10 is already placed. 8 and 9. The last one can't be 9 or 8. That one can't be 8 or 9.
Or 7.
Oh no, that's 8. Yeah, that one can be 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one's fine. That one's fine.
So is there only one
But
spot that can only be 9?
yep, 9's there. Oh, with our 10s,
Right. The 8s and 9s are...
yeah, because everything is, there's a block everywhere in the columns in between
Okay,
and the rows in between. So this
take
has to be
out
our other
every...
9.
I was going to say, if you leave those highlighted, the 10 rows,
Uh-huh.
and then take out what we know cannot be 8s.
So that would be this one, that one, this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And can't
Well,
be...
that 1, 2, and the 5.
Those are fine. These 2 are fine. That one's not. This one is. That one, and that one. Neither of those, not this one. This one's fine. That one's fine. Neither of those 2.
All right. Now look at column 9. Going down, that one can't be because that segment. 2, 3. Okay, so all of those can still be 8. It's a lot more than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm. This is only 4. This one's only 5.
Oh, column 9, the top segment.
That
2,
can have
3,
an 8
6.
or 7. 5. This is 1 through 8. Not a 3 because it's already placed, so that takes that out. 3 or a 1. This is maximum 8. 5, 1, 2. That's not a 2, that's not a 2. 2, 5. Through 6. Not a 1 because of the ones here and here.
Oh, look at row 7. No, row 8. There's a 1 in that row. So there's a
2, 1, 2.
and there's the 2 takes 2's out from the row.
Okay, 2. Two from this column. 1, 3
1,
pair.
3 pair.
Actually places a 4, which places a 5, which places a 6. Not 3,
Which
5,
places
or
7, 8
6,
in the
or 4.
purple.
No, that's through 7. Alright, is this the last one that doesn't have digits in it? 9 and 5. Okay. Got a 3-4 pair here. Okay, perhaps we look for where 7s can go next. So clearly they can't go around this way. They can't go anywhere that's a digit that's not 7. And none of those have 7s. None of those are 7s. Can't be this group. Those are digits. Not 7. Not wide enough for 7. Not tall enough for 7. Not tall enough. Not wide enough. Not tall enough. Tall enough. Those orange. Oh, there's a 4 right here. And a 5.
Oh, column 10, there's a 1 in it. 2, 3 pair.
Places a 4. Takes the 2 out. That's a 6. This is a 5, so 5 comes out of that row. 6 comes out of this row. 1, 2, 4 triple. 1, 4, and 2. We get a 7, 8 pair there.
Row 8 has an isolated 4. Row 7, 6, that one. There's a 4 there all the way to the right. So that second segment, yeah.
Oh, and our 1, 2 pair is going to make this a 4, 6. One of these has to be a 2, and one of those has to be a 2. So this is a 1, I think. Because if this is a 2, you'd have 1 and 3. which would make that 2 and 2. Right. So 2 has to be like this
Right.
in this
That's
group.
a 1-2
So
pair
1,
in the
2,
lower.
3, 2, 1, 3. And 2, 1, 1, 2 there.
4, 6.
Say again.
The 4, 6 pair the 4, 6 pair that's highlighted. Oh no, one's a 4, 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was a 4, 6 pair. Column 8. The 3 change makes that a 1 at the top.
So 2 and 3, 1, 2 pair, but we get 2 out of this group.
1 is out of that group. There's just below the 2 that still shows a 1 in it.
In this group, 2 has to be one of these two, and obviously a 2 has to be part of a 1, 2. So we get 2 out of the rest, and that places a 3 and a 5. Takes a 3 out of here and here, and a 5 out of this one, so that's 4, 6, 7. No longer orange, but not 4, 6, or 7, it's 5. Takes 5 out of the row, and of course 7 comes out of these. 5 places a 2, which takes a 2 out. 4, 6 pair places a 5.
Row 9, the first segment.
Row 9, excuse me. 6.
There's a 6, yeah.
1, 4. Is that helpful? Oh, this 4 takes 4s out of those. 1.
Oh, go to the right one column, the bottom segment there. 2, 3. Oh, never mind. I keep seeing pairs that aren't.
It could be Discord, the stream.
No, it's me.
Okay. Two, 3, 4. Or rather, where's 5 in this group? It's apparently none of those, so that's a 5. Because we've got 5s there and there, and that's not wide enough for 1.
Column 6, the top segment. Is there a 4, 6, 7, 8 quote? Well, okay, yeah, there's a 5 that's by itself. So the 5 comes out to the left of that in the row.
Four, 6, 7, 8. 4, 6, 7, 8 places a 1. Takes out 1, 4, 6, 7, and 8 places a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6,
7,
7,
8.
8. Yeah.
Oh,
But this
let's
is 1,
go over
4,
one
6.
1 4 6.
So that's a 3, a 2, a 1. Takes 1 out, places 3, 4, 6, 3, 4. Not a 6, not a 4.
That other one was all that orange one to the right is also not a 4.
Oh, right,
No,
7.
there.
So that's 6, that's 4. This isn't orange. But now that's 8, 6, so not pink. 7, not pink. 8, not orange. And not an 8, not an 8. But they weren't even pink. Weird. Anyway, these aren't 7 anymore, so they're not orange.
Yeah, but all of those. Well, never mind. What wasn't pink?
These two.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I just didn't mark them or what. Who knows? 3 places 2, which places 4, which places 1 and 2. Or I guess the 2 fixes these. 4, 6, 7. Not enough. 4 here places 1 and 6. 1 places 2 and 4. Places a 3. 1 here. That looks complete. This 3 takes that 3 out. This isn't a 6 or a
or a
4.
4. No, there was that
So
pink
this
one
is
under it.
so 8, 2. So these aren't purple anymore. So 7, 8, not orange. And not 7, so that must be 7. And this is a 4. 6, 4, and we're done. There we go. That one was a lot harder than the
Well, there were a lot
previous
more
one.
numbers.
Yeah. But even still, like I still think this one was a lot more finicky.
Here, yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of just sort of like combing through digits and being like, okay, how many of these can be a 5 or something? But yeah, that one was good. All right. Next puzzle.
Oh, it's 7 minutes till 10, so.
Oh, right. Yep. Paying attention to time is important. So that will be a spoiler for next week, or rather tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you're not wanting to start one, since we'll only have a few minutes on it.
Yeah. Because once pull it up, read the rules or the. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then take out of Sudoku, back to talking, and hit stop
We did what,
recording.
5 puzzles today?
I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep.
Yeah.
Although that only corresponded to 3 videos from their channel, but of course, Mark somehow did both of the 1-up puzzles in less than 30 minutes. But I will try to not be bitter because he's
What did
a
it
lot more
take us?
experienced. The second, the 10 by 10 we did in 22, and the 9 by 9 in 6. So I guess that did it. That was also less than
That's less than
30 minutes.
29
So
in a couple seconds.
yeah.
But hey, that's still less than. But he would have also had commentary and so forth. So
Yeah. He
but I
started.
figure as long as we get close to a mark, video time, we're doing good.
Yeah. All right,
I don't think
then.
we've actually beat Mark's time on any of them, have we?
No, we have. Every not frequently, but every once in a while
At least
we've
once.
we've done a puzzle faster than Mark has. So
It was one of the
we're
ones where he made
usually
boo-boo.
close. Yeah, occasionally I mean, everyone makes mistakes, but yeah. But yeah. So
Well, I remember that one where we started it like 3 times, and it's like, "Why do we keep breaking this? How do we keep breaking this?" And we
and we've
started
forgotten.
watching Mark just to see how he started, and it was exactly the same, and then it dawned on you before he saw it
Mhm,
that the there could be a pair of 5s
yeah,
because of the 10 was not. I don't know, it was, I don't know, something, somehow they were in different,
different boxes.
they were not conflicting
Yeah.
with one another.
hmm I think it was like a puzzle where. Nope, I don't
It's
remember.
been
It was a
quite
while
some
ago.
time ago.
Yeah. Um, but yeah.
But you did spot it before Mark got to that point.
Mhm,
So,
yeah,
because didn't he also say, "Well, this is broken,"
I think so.
before he found it too, because it was exactly the same thing that we had. It's like, "Oh yes, the 2 5s.
hmm
5 works in this one."
Yeah, yeah. I do remember that puzzle. Not all of the specifics, but yeah,
Just that little bit.
yeah. So we should be back tomorrow around 8 p.m. Eastern again. Anything else before we sign off,
Not
Mama?
no, not that I know.
Okay. Then, if you thank you for watching. Stream and thank you for watching. If you watched this far, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all them fancy YouTube engagement stuff. Share the video. Post it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky. I don't know what all of the social media platforms are nowadays. Um, but yeah. Other than that, we will see you next time. And